take a look at this great post that came up recently in my Facebook group, Puppy Training with Michele Lennon. Shay posted, "Just here to celebrate that Honey put herself to bed for a nap this morning. First time ever. Her crate space is all the way in the laundry room too. Today is a good day." Well, we love posts like this. Shay shared that Honey is 5.5 months old. Maybe you're wondering when your puppy's gonna voluntarily walk in the crate like Honey, and maybe you feel like you're just never gonna get there? Well, the short answer is, I'm not sure when your puppy will go in the crate on his own, but you will get there. Now with today's video and some time and training, I promise it's all gonna work out. Michele here with how to train a dream dog. Now, if you've watched any of my other videos, you know that there's a lot of great stuff on this channel, and it's all free. So do me a favor and subscribe to the channel. I don't want you to miss out on any of the other great videos coming up. So let's talk about Honey. It was very normal that Honey walked herself to the crate for a nap at this age, but it's also very normal that your pup, even at the same age or older, may not do that. You probably know Pickles. He goes into his crate with zero hesitation when I ask. But guess how old he was the first time he wandered in there all on his own? 3. Yes, he was 3 years old. I was working hard in my office, and usually he hangs out with me in his bed, but he wasn't there, so I went looking for him. I found him in his crate. So if your dog is 5 months old or 3 years old, it's totally fine if he's not walking in on his own. As long as he's content to go in when you ask, that's all that matters. And if he's not content, well, stick with me because we're gonna talk about that today. So this is another post from my Facebook group. Samantha writes, "This is Scooby. He is 2 months old, and we got him 2 days ago, and I tried the crate training as soon as he got here. He sleeps through the night just fine, but the problem is when he goes in. He seems to calm down after telling him quiet a couple of times, but I don't want to keep telling him quiet all the time every time he gets in. What should I do?" Well, Samantha, I want to reassure you that it won't always be like this. Scooby has just been through a huge change, and everything is new to him. Now, it makes sense that he needs a little help relaxing, and that's what you're doing. Now, if he's calming down after you talk to him a bit, that's a great start, and it's okay to do that. Now, the way you're gonna slowly phase this out is to 1, build up his confidence in the crate, and 2, make sure his schedule is meeting his physical and mental exercise needs. Now, it's gonna take time for him to build up that confidence. It's also gonna take time for that confidence building game to change his mind about the crate. And it's gonna take time to figure out what that little body and brain need in order to rest comfortably at night and for naps. So the building confidence part is gonna actually be a big portion of the advice I give you today. So stay tuned and I'm gonna give you 5 tips on that. Now, another person, Travis, in my Facebook group shared this post. "Long first night with the pup." Wow, let me stop you right there, Travis. The first night is usually pretty long for the human and the puppy. So much has changed in that pup's world, it's really hard for them to feel comfortable enough to sleep. So, this is normal. You know what's also normal? A great first night. Sometimes all the new stuff is so overwhelming for a puppy that their little brains just shut down, and they sleep great. But then a few days later, you might see more fussing pop up. But let's keep going with Travis here. He has an 8-week-old mini golden doodle who is very hesitant to go in the crate. He also says, "Well, we tried putting toys and luring in with treats to enjoy the space, but it's not working. And this morning we put the breakfast in the crate and she went half in to eat it. And we closed the crate behind her and she just stopped eating and is whining." Now, this might not sound like much to you, but to a dog trainer brain, this is a lot of really good information. I think Travis noticed it too, which is why he asked this really good question. So Travis, you are on the right track. You can use food to create a positive association with the crate, but I have to tell you a little bit more about that. So feeding meals in the crate only works if the positive feelings about the food outweigh the negative feelings about the crate. Now, you see, if you ask the pup to eat in a space that is so scary that she can't eat, well, you're not gonna make it feel any more comfortable in there. And you might make the food a negative thing. So that's definitely going in the wrong direction. The good news is that you can use the behavior as a way to determine your pup's comfort zone. Now, I'd actually like to ask Travis a few questions. Will she eat if the door is open? If yes, awesome, that's great. Let her eat with the door open for a few days before you actually take another step in the training. And if she doesn't eat or won't eat, even with the door open, then I actually have another question for you. Will she eat if the food is inside the crate, but she is actually outside of the crate? If yes, then that's also great. Then I would do that for a few more days before advancing further. If not, let's just take it further back here. How about, will she eat in her pen when the crate is nearby? Now, I know this sounds kind of crazy, but I've actually worked with pups who could not even have the crate in sight and feel comfortable enough to eat. Now, it's actually possible that these pups had some negative experiences with the crate, or it's also possible that their personality just has a harder time with confinement. And if this is your starting place with your pup, I urge you not to give up on crate training. The crate will be used throughout your dog's life in situations like medical appointments, surgery recovery, travel, grooming, and even if you need to evacuate due to a natural disaster. Those situations are already stressful, and if your puppy is comfortable in the crate, it can definitely help you both. So for Travis, it sounds like he needs to take a step back in the training and find a spot where his pup thinks the crate is no big deal. That's where you start to feed her and play the fun games that she enjoys. And after a few days of that, well, you're gonna try advancing a tiny bit closer, watching her body language for consent though. This concept is called the threshold, and it's a really good one to know because it's gonna actually come up a lot when approaching scary or exciting things or situations. Now you can learn more about it in this video. So the short version of it is that there's a line which your puppy is comfortable around, the scary thing. Where your pup is comfortable is where you're gonna actually start the training. All right, here's another post about puppies and crates. Savannah says, we just got our puppy and we've been with her for about a week. She does surprisingly well in the crate at night while we're sleeping. During the day, we need to start training her to be in the crate while we're not at home. And when we're trying to do this, she really freaks out and starts crying a lot. So this one actually really stuck out to me when Savannah mentioned the freaks out and starts crying a lot. That's actually a warning sign that it could be panic and it's actually time to get her out of there. Now, I know it may seem strange that your pup can be in the crate at night just fine, but then during the day, it's not fine. But honestly, context changes everything. So there's a few reasons why this actually might be happening. One, the household is active during the day and the pup doesn't want to miss out on any of the fun. Two, the pup hasn't had enough physical or mental exercise to be able to rest for naps. Three, the pup is overtired and doesn't know how to settle down. Or to be honest with you, it could be any number of other reasons, including how comfortable is the crate? Is it too small? Is it too noisy? Is it too warm? Is it too cool? Always examine the physical environment first. It's possible that the nights go okay because the puppy is just so tired at the end of the day that she doesn't really have the energy to resist. It could also be that the rest of the household is super quiet, so she's taking her cues from the environment. Regardless of the reason, it's time to work on the puppy's comfort level. We do that with positive association, like Travis is doing. So that's gonna mean feeding the pup in or near the crate if she's comfortable, and doing fun things around the crate, like puzzle toys or playing with humans and things that the dog actually enjoys. Okay, so I think you're picking up what I'm putting down, but let me spell it out for you just a little bit more. Here are my 5 tips on how to get your puppy to love his crate and seek it out like Honey did. Tip number 1, make it positive. As you heard me advising Travis, we're gonna make sure the crate is a positive place. This is not a situation you wanna just push through and expect it to get better with just time. Scary things don't become more positive by extending the time that it's negative. So if your pup is really fussing, or definitely if he's panicking, take a step back in the training. You might have to figure out a spot in or near the crate where the pup is comfortable and content. Begin your training there, and as he indicates that he's still comfortable, get closer to the crate. Now, this could actually take days or weeks. So during this time, you can let your puppy sleep in the pen, which should be surrounding the crate. That's gonna keep him safe, but also keep the crate nearby so it's available if he decides to get curious and wander in. I actually had to do that with Pickles for about a week while we worked up to going into the crate and then eventually closing the door. All right, tip number 2. Don't rush this process. Now, as you're doing the training games and positive, fun activities around the crate, don't be tempted to push it further faster. Once you see your puppy is super comfortable and totally nonchalant about the current training status, give it just a little more time to take hold before you advance closer or put him in the crate for longer. Now, if you push too far too fast and the crate becomes negative once again, you'll undo all the hard work you already put in. I actually have had to tell almost every single student to take it slower. It's just human nature to push too fast. Are you loving this stuff? Are you getting a lot of good information? Are you actually shocked all this great information is free? Well, it is. But it doesn't mean that you can't buy me a cup of coffee just to say thanks. All right, take a look at that little button below called Thanks. It's actually a new feature that allows you to give a little donation if you feel like these tips are worth it. It's sort of like a little tip jar at the register when you buy a coffee. All right, let's keep going on these crate training tips. Tip number 3, use it even when you don't need it. So if you've only put your pup in the crate when you're leaving the house, he's probably going to associate it with his humans leaving him. Instead, make sure he's comfortable in there. And when he is, start having him spend time in there when you're home. But you're kind of busy, or maybe you're in another room. You might start this with 1 minute or 30 seconds, or maybe even 5 seconds. It's going to actually depend on your pup's comfort level. So even after he's comfortable in there, it's still important to maintain that confidence. So use it daily for naps for quite a while. Probably the entire first year. All right, tip number 4, use tools to help you. Now I'm not going to go into the details on this one because I actually have a whole video about it, but I do want you to think about a snuggle puppy, especially if your puppy's very young. And most puppies do better if there's a cover over the crate. So make sure the temperature is just right. Use a white noise machine, a fan, or some calming music could actually help too. And consider the best crate location. So I want you to check out this video here for some amazing advice on that crate location. All right, tip number 5. I saved the best for last and the most important one. Ensure your puppy's needs are met before going in the crate. This really just means, has he gone potty? Has he had a meal within the time he needs one? Has he had some exercise, both physical and mental, in the time he's been awake? Has he had a cool down activity to help him transition back to nap time, like I talked about in this video? And he's had some time with his humans, maybe snuggling, doing some training, or playing together. These activities are so important during each wake window. Now the wake window is what we call the time in between naps. We use a graphic with the students in my online course to help explain how long your puppy might likely be awake before he needs to take another nap, and what you can do to meet his needs during this awake time. It's a much more complex topic than that, but I think you get the idea for today. Okay. That was a whole lot of advice in a very short amount of time. Do you feel like you are ready to continue with the crate training and helping your pup love it? So if you answered no, then I actually have more help for you. In Module 1 of my online course, we have 3 amazing games that we suggest you use if your pup is still really struggling with the crate. We can also teach you how to recognize panic and what to do when it's happening. Many students actually enrolled in my course for the crate confidence games, but then they found that once they've mastered that, they love the other games for things like recall or leash skills, door manners, meal manners, stay, and a ton more. Check out the link in the description below. All right, so just remember, if your pup doesn't wander in yet, like Honey or Pickles, you can still help them love their crate and go in willingly when you ask. Just follow my tips or reach out for more help. In the comments below, tell me, how old is your puppy and how's crate training going?